and turn up. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Mount Carmel High School for today's IHSA Class 4A sectional semifinal between the Wolfpack of St. Ignatius and the Wolverines of Simeon Career Academy. My name is Rocco Lopez, joined alongside Terry Doherty, back again for the second night of the row for these 4A sectional matchup. Winner of this game plays Friday against Curie. Curie, who we saw last night, Terry. Fantastic team, high-paced basketball. Something I'm looking forward to seeing on Friday against the winner of one of these two games. Simeon comes into this one as the underdog. Terry, what do we know about Simeon?
So Simeon right now, they have a record of 18-9. Something that stuck out to me when I was looking at the Simeon roster is they are a very tall lineup. They do not have a person on the roster that's below 6 foot. Their starting lineup their starting lineup is 6'2", 6'2", 6'7", 6'6", and then 6'5". That is a very big lineup for high school basketball
lineups
compared to St. Ignatius, which is 6'1", 6'2", 6'5", 6'7", and 6'3". So St. Ignatius is going to have some height problems, some matchup problems on defense and on offense as well. Also, another thing to include, Simeon has 2 6'7", 1 6'6", and then 2 6'5", compared to Ignatius, who only has 1 6'6" and 1 6'5". So if Simeon really wants to go in a big lineup here, they can dominate down low and
completely dominate in the paint. Someone I'm looking forward to seeing this game, Chris Bolte for St. Ignatius, leads all scorers, averaging 17 points per game. He's going to be a big factor in this St. Ignatius team if they can get this win tonight. Fans, that's going to do it here for warm-ups. Horn's going to sound. We're going to take you down to the floor for national anthems and starting lineup. See you up here in a second.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Illinois High School Association, MC Athletics, and Mount Carmel High School, welcome to the Mount Carmel Convocation Center for the 2026 Illinois High School Association Class 4A Sectional Round. Tonight's second semifinal match features the number 11 seeded Simeon Wolverines and the number 2 seeded St. Ignatius Wolfpack. Now, at this time, if you're able to, please rise, and gentlemen, kindly remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. Now, let's meet the starting lineups for the visiting Simeon Wolverines. First, the 6'7" junior, number 0, Jamal Dixon. Next, the 6'1" senior, number 4, Isaiah Coleman. Next, the 6' senior, number 5, Kamari Hamlin. Next, the 6'2" senior, number 12, Kaiden Williams. And finally, the 6'5" junior, number 23, P.A. Lacey. The assistant coaches are Bro Derek Hawkins, Marcus Alderson, Joshua Davis, and Jelani Neely. And the head coach of the Wolverines, Tim Flowers. Now let's meet the starting lineups for the St. Ignatius Wolfpack. First, the 6'1" senior, number 1, Napoleon Nico Harris IV. Next, the 6'2" sophomore, number 3, Amir Tucker. Next, the 6'5" junior, number 21, Duke Ross. Next, the 6'7" senior, number 24, Chris Bolte. And finally, the 6'3" sophomore, number 25, DJ Caldwell. The assistant coaches are Eris Panagoulias, Jim Owens, Robert Dudzik, RJ DeLay, and George Baker. And the head coach for the Wolfpack, Matt Monroe.
Back here at Mount Carmel, lineups are red, players are ready, players are breaking down right now, about to come center court. Terry, what can we expect out of St. Ignatius today in this matchup?
You know, St. Ignatius is a very solid team with a record of 29-4, and they went 6-2 in the CCL Blue. They're a very strong team. We saw what they did against us with that game-winning shot. I'm expecting a lot out of them tonight. But Simeon's a good team as well. They played a national powerhouse and only lost by 2 points.
Yeah, they played Chaminade out of St. Louis, Missouri, where Jason Tatum went to high school. They tend to play them every year. That's usually a good game. Chris Bolte will tip for the Wolfpack. Jamal Dixon for the Wolverines. Bolte wins it, tips it straight out. They're going to say
Simeon
Wolverines basketball. Throwing it in for the Wolverines, number 23, Ki Lacey, 6'5" junior. Terry, Simeon has the height advantage in this game. St. Ignatius has the skill advantage by far. St. Ignatius is a more well-rounded, well-coached team than Simeon is. Simeon is going to win the battles down low. St. Ignatius is going to win the shots, and it's going to be a matter of who does better in this game. As there's a mid-ranger from number 12.
Williams.
Caden Williams, transfer from Lincoln Park. That's Harris taking it up for the Wolfpack. Harris looking, down to Bolte in the paint. Bolte works with his left, spins around. Chris Bolte just barely misses it. Still recovers it though, jump ball, possession Simeon.
You know, Chris Bolte, I like that look down low. You know, they wanted to get him down low, open, they did. He went to work, just missed.
Possession St. Ignatius, actually. Harris, the inbound. We'll call a foul on number 23, Ki Lacey, his first, team's first. Or on number 0, Jamal Dixon, his first, team's first. Wolverines foul less than a minute into the game. That's Caldwell. Caldwell tips it out, pass intercepted. Ross grabs it. Simeon working around here. What a pass there. What a sequence we've seen right here. And Ki Lacey finishes it off.
Keon Lacey coming out hot.
Fantastic play there by him. Nico Harris goes in, mid-range floater. No good. Bolte on the rebound, can't grab it. Isaiah Coleman recovers. Coleman up court. Gives it, that's Hamlin. Hamlin down low. Dixon goes over Bolte, no good. Duke Ross tips it out. No, they're gonna say hits off Isaiah Coleman.
You know, something I'm noticing earlier here, Rock, is Simeon's trying to get the ball down low and trying to finish inside, and I do like that out of them. They know they got the height advantage over St. Ignatius, and now they're trying to finish in the low post. I do like that.
Nico Harris. Harris has Bolte. Bolte works around, spins around, goes up, and then Chris Bolte gets the Wolfpack scoring, going a minute 40 into this game.
I mean, Chris Bolte likes his looks down low. His footwork's very good. I like to see what he does tonight.
He can shoot it too, Terry. He can shoot from 3 points. It's impressive. There's Dixon. Dixon lines up and fires. No good. Bolte down low. That's Tucker. Amir Tucker now. Tucker gets a screen from Ross, moves around. Offensive. Foul called on number 21, Duke Ross. Terry, we've got off to a slow start here. Both teams, some would say they're moving like turtles right now. That's Kamari Hamlin. Hamlin kicks it in the corner. In the corner is Lacey. Lacey lets a three fly! Kean Lacey.
You know, miscommunication on defense there. You cannot give open threes. That's going to cost you.
Not at all. That's Amir Tucker. Tucker works on Bolte. Gives it to Bolte. I apologize. Bolte to Ross. Ross goes in. Dribbling to his left. Ross down low. That's Harris. Harris into the top for DJ Caldwell, who puts it down.
Same thing for the Wolverines. You get a guy open for three, you're going to pay the price.
Yeah, Caldwell just left wide open. That's Williams. Williams low to Coleman. Coleman keeps. Coleman, corner three. Lacey, no go. Lacey going to go in under the rim with the left, was no good. Ross gives it to Bolte. Bolte working on Coleman. Down, that's Tucker. Tucker from three, no good. Wolfpack. Can they tame the Wolverines tonight? Wow! Caden Williams with a hand in his face. That was quite a shot, Terry. Harris takes it up, crosses midcourt. Harris looking to go right. Gives it to Ross. Ross to Bolte. Wolfpack trail by 5 here. Almost less than half of the time remains in the first quarter.
You know, something I noticed with the Wolverines defense is when Bolte got the ball, they had another guy come over to help. That's a good sign that the Wolverines know, or the Wolfpack know, Wolverines know that they got a stop.
Wolverines basketball, and here come the Simeon fans getting loud, Terry.
Good crowd here tonight, Rocco, just like last night.
Another good crowd tonight. Not as crowded as it was last night. Last night we were up on the track a little bit. Not tonight. Williams gives it to Coleman. Coleman in the corner is Lacey. Lacey, another three. Kean Lacey.
You know, St. Ignatius are leaving these guys wide open, and they're paying the price. You cannot leave three-pointers wide open and expect them not to make them.
Back-to-back, Kean Lacey, 2 for 2 in this game. St. Ignatius just leaving him open in the corner. That's a price that they're going to pay the entire game. I think that's what this timeout is for. First, to calm them down. Second, say, hey, there's a guy in the corner who's killing us right now. 6 points. We got to stop him.
Yeah.
Fans, don't go anywhere yet. Score here at Mount Carmel is 13-5. Simeon with an 8-point lead. We'll see when this timeout's over. Quick 30-second timeout just to kind of calm those nerves of St. Ignatius. Something I'm noticing here with Coach Flowers of Simeon, he's very on the floor. He's very vocal, kind of like we saw out of Coach Mike Oliver last night of Curie. Bolte looking for someone. Ball tipped out, goes right in the hands of DJ Caldwell. Caldwell back to Bolte, gets a screen. Bolte
being
moving.
phase guarded.
Yeah, completely. DJ Caldwell in the corner, no good. Wolverines recover. Kamari Hamlin. Kamari Hamlin from 3, no go. That's Caldwell to Harris. Harris moving. Bolte. Bolte to Tucker. Tucker up high. Steps to the paint, steps out. 2-point floater, no go. St. Ignatius missing a lot of shots today.
They're creating
early.
shots. They're getting shots that they want. They're just not converting on those shots and those opportunities.
Not at all. And if they convert on those, this game could be going at a different pace.
Another three for the Wolverines. They are on fire from the three-point.
That was Caden Williams with this one, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Simeon leads 16-5. Duke Ross. Ross gives it to Caldwell. Caldwell looking. Caldwell goes in with a left. It's good. DJ Caldwell cuts the lead to 9.
Yeah, the Wolfpack's got to get a stop here. They cannot keep giving up these open threes because the Wolverines are making them tonight. You got to face guard everyone.
Terry, last time these two teams faced off, almost a year ago to this date, it was February 28th, 2025 in the IHSA Class 4A Simeon Regional Final, and there goes Caden Williams, no good. So close right there. Caden Williams from the volleyball line. Does he want to do it again?
Taking their time, setting up the offense.
Taking his time. Terry, these two teams also met twice downstate. They're 1-1 against each other at, what's the name of, I just completely forgot the name of St. Ignatius's, at State Farm Arena. They're 1-1 against each other at State Farm Arena, as Isaiah Coleman just goes right over the Wolfpack. In 2023, in the state semifinal, Simeon took that one 60-42. In 2022, in the state third place game, St. Ignatius got the best of that one. 2 points. That's St. Ignatius' furthest they've gone to state. St. Ignatius took that game, third place in state. They were a fantastic team that year. They beat the Caravan at St. Ignatius. And in comes the guy that I have in my notes to look out for. Number 4, Chris Chitterow, averaging 6 points a game. I expect a monster game out of him tonight.
Yeah, I mean, guys off the bench are going to be crucial tonight.
Yeah.
As you can see, Simeon just had 2 subs. 2 of their starters come out. So, I mean, subs are going to be crucial in this game.
Especially when you're playing at a high pace like these two offenses are. Foul assessed to Jalen Hutchinson, a 6'1 senior. You know, Terry, that was something that we mentioned yesterday. You can't come into the game and then immediately foul. You can't come into the game, your first play is a foul.
Yeah.
Especially a shooting foul that's going to put him at the line. A guy who's a very good shot in Nico Harris.
Something I'm noticing, too, is when the Wolfpack does get inside, Simeon seems to foul them a lot, so maybe that's an area you want to attack, right?
Yeah, Simeon
if you can get Simeon into
fouls.
foul trouble early, get some of their better players into foul trouble early, that gives you a better shot towards the end of the game. We saw that last night in the St.
We did see
Lawrence
that last
game.
night,
2
yes.
players fouled out.
2 of their best guys fouled
Yes.
out with 2 minutes remaining in the game, and that kind of just lost them the game. Nico Harris makes both of his. Harris averaging 10 points a game, shooting 63% from the free throw line. It's Kamari Hamlin for the Wolverines. Hamlin gives it to Coleman. Coleman for King. King goes in all alone in the lane is Jaden King.
What a move by King right there. That was a great move by him.
Yeah.
High pickup, right to the basket, no one even in front of him.
No one near him. Amir Tucker for the Wolfpack. Tucker looking, gives it to Ross. Ross to Bolte. Chris Bolte been quiet in this one today. Will he come alive here? But no good.
Oh, called it on the ground.
Yeah.
You know, I want to see Chris Bolte down low. I want him to get in this one-on-one ISO situation.
He's going to set the tone with a dunk right here for St. Ignatius. They're going to come back. I'm feeling it, Terry. They just need to play. They need a big play right here. Bolte shot no good. Wolfpack step out, turn it over, right over to Duke Ross. Just kind of a costly mistake right there. Right there, I'd rather just stop the clock. Take the out of bounds, who cares? He gave up some points. There goes Kamari Hamlin. Hamlin, 2 seconds to work with. Hamlin goes in with a left. Kamari Hamlin at the buzzer.
Unbelievable shot by Kamari Hamlin.
Wow. That gives Simeon an 8-point lead going into this game. The score, Simeon 20, Simeon 22, St. Ignatius 11. And fans, when we come back, it's an 11-point game here at Mount Carmel. Don't go anywhere. This one's just starting to go. Back here out of the break, it's going to be the Wolfpack basketball.
Yeah, I mean, some notes to take away from that first quarter. DJ Caldwell with 7 points, and then for the Wolverines, Caden Williams has 8 points.
Yeah, Chris Bolte with 0. Don't really like to see that out of a guy who's averaging 17 points for you in this game. As here goes Duke Ross, unloads from 3. Duke Ross cuts this lead to 8.
You know, I want to see Bolte get in these one-on-one ISO situations, start scoring early. That way the Wolverines have to start double teaming, and then he creates opportunities for other guys.
For sure.
When you have a star player that can constantly score and is dominating, then you know the defense is going to start putting more pressure on you.
Sure.
Making opportunities for other guys.
Traveling. Wolfpack basketball, and that's what St. Ignatius needs right here to get in this game.
Yeah.
It's
Only down by 8 points.
It's a 3-possession game. That's Nico Harris. Harris from the volleyball line, no good. Not a smart shot, Terry. In my opinion, that's not the smart shot.
Not the shot you want at that moment.
No, not at all. Not in that moment. There goes Jaden King. Jaden King working on his right. Gives it to Hutchinson. Hutchinson back to King. King looking to make something happen. Cuts out. That's 23 with the ball. Kiai Lacey. Lacey has 2 threes already in this game. Decides to add a layup to that. Tally. He's got 8 tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he just made a really good move there, middle of the basket.
Bolte with the basketball. Bolte goes in over 3 guys, no good. Ball tipped out. That was by Duke Ross.
Foul called again on the Wolverines. That's their 4th total foul in the first half.
Yeah, first of the quarter.
Yeah, I really I really just want to see Bolte get in a one-on-one situation. I want everyone else to clear out. I want him to go to work, start getting some buckets. Then when they start double teaming him, then you can start relying on your other guys.
Looks like Ignatius is forming a little bit of a student section down there. Hopefully they can get something going. Wide open is Duke Ross. Duke Ross lets it fly. No good. Wow, that would have been good right there. Kamari Hamlin. Hamlin spins around, goes up. Fouled.
I didn't see a foul there.
I saw an extra step is what I saw there, Terry. To the line is going to be Kamari Hamlin shooting 2.
I mean, yeah, if you're saying Ignatius right now, you want to stop Kamari Hamlin and as well as Kylie Lacey. These 2 players have been a big contributor offensively for the Wolverines. Usually 2 guys that I've been seeing taking the most shots, taking the most drives, stuff like that.
Coach Flowers for Simeon is in his 3rd year. This 2023 was his 1st year. Took over for the legendary coach Rob Smith. Fantastic coach there, led Simeon to 4 state titles. Coach Flowers also graduated the same year as Derek Rose. His record at Simeon is 46-31. He's never been able to get over the sectional hump, Terry.
Yeah.
Seems to be a struggle here for some of these new coaches. That's Amir Tucker. Tucker working. Wolfpack trying to get a play call. They're just getting guarded heavily here. Amir Tucker finds a lane. Tucker stepped out.
Yeah, I mean, yet again, I really want to see Bolte go to work. That's what I really want to see. He's a very good player. I've seen him play many times. He's a really good player. I want to see him go to work in this game. I know normally he's used to having the height advantage. In this game, he does not have the height advantage at all whatsoever.
Yeah, face guarding is something that we're seeing out of both of these 2 teams. Amir Tucker. Tucker gives it to, that was Williams. With it is Kiai Lacey. Lacey down low. Gives it into Hamlin. Hamlin kicks it out to the corner. Isaiah Coleman. Coleman gonna just reset the play. Give it to his guy, Kiai Lacey. Jim's starting to come alive. Kamari Hamlin. Hamlin works, and Hamlin nets it in, and the lead is 16 points. Or 14 points, I apologize. Chris Chittero fouled, no shooting foul.
The Wolverines are doing a good job making their 3-pointers tonight. That's been a big contributor to their success on offense tonight.
Yeah, they got to come. St. Ignatius has to find something. They need to find a spark somewhere. Wolfpack in return to their starting lineup. Bolte has it. Working low. Spins around. Duke Russ from 3. It's no good. St. Ignatius continues to trail by 14. Layup no good. Finisher no good. Ignatius Simeon Terry just playing
foul.
physical.
Yes, very
Physical. That's their 3rd foul. And a timeout called by Coach Tim Flowers. And Terry has a special guest that he's going to bring on here. I'm going to be quiet for a second so we can listen to these two guys talk.
All right, up with me here today, we have Coach Phil Seagross of the Mount Carmel Caravan. Coach Seagross, so far, we're 4 minutes into the second quarter. What do you make of the game so far? What do you think is kind of happening with Wolverine's success and the Wolfpack's unable to score on offense and not be able to stop the Wolverines on defense?
Well, I think it's pretty clear, excuse me, Terrence, to see that Simeon shot the ball extremely well. You know, probably have 5 threes at this point, maybe more. And I just think that, they need to be tightly contested, right? Too many open looks. And I've been on the other end of that before, so I know it's easier said than done. But I think that we've got to extend some defense, and Ignatius has to be patient and play it one possession at a time.
All right, let's talk about the Mount Carmel Caravan really quickly. For the first time in a while, we've had two freshmen on the varsity roster. How was that this year with a little bit of a younger lineup or younger roster this year? You only had 3 seniors to work with, and one of those seniors, unfortunately, was ineligible. How was that? How do you navigate that coaching-wise with a really young lineup?
Yeah, it wasn't easy, but we knew that DeKalen Hurd and Ronald Johnson, who were the freshmen you're speaking of, we knew that them working out with us over the summer that they were going to be able to play at the varsity level. So although they were very young, just turned 15 themselves, I thought that they grew up fairly quick and did a great job for us. It was tough to only have a few seniors on the team, 2 that played, and as you mentioned, AP was not able to play with us due to some ineligible stuff and him moving. But you know what? Pretty successful season. We're excited to come back.
All right, the future's bright for Mount Carmel. You guys look really good out there. Coach Seagross, thank you for coming up. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, guys, you're doing a great job. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach Seagross. Back here on the floor, the score is now 28-16 after a nice layup there from Amir Tucker. Harris guarding the ball.
Yeah, the Wolfpack got to get it going now. You cannot be playing catch-up in the 3rd, 4th quarter like we saw last night.
Williams just goes through 3 guys but doesn't get his layup to go. Bolte now. Chris Bolte looking for someone. Gives it to Duke Ross.
Another foul on the Wolverines. Rocco, I have a feeling that in the 4th quarter, late in the 4th quarter,
some guys are going to be gone, Terry.
Yeah, the Wolverines are going to be in a lot of foul trouble.
It's also what I expect here. Amir Tucker has it. Gives it to Nico Harris. Nico Harris goes in and finishes the job.
And those are the looks you want out of St. Ignatius because you know the Wolverines are going to foul you, so you're either going to get 2 shooting free throws or you're going to get a wide open layup.
Yeah.
4 team fouls for the Wolverines in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, Jaden King has 2 already of his own. He's, Terry, that was something we saw last night, where you check in and you get fouls, you don't score. No travel called there. Kamari Hamlin getting locked up here by Nico Harris.
Unbelievable job. Kamari Hamlin is a very big human, and Nico Harris is not as big as him, and he did a very good job there.
He's doing a great job guarding him. With the ball is Williams, Caden Williams.
Head coach Tim Flowers telling them to take their time. He's getting the set that he wants.
They got the ball in King's hands. King gives it back to Williams. Williams looking around. Williams goes in. I thought Jalen Hutchinson was going to shoot a long 3 there. No travel there either. Wow. Wolfpack now just going to go at him. Terry, this is why we need a shot clock in high school basketball.
We got one next year, Rocco.
We got one. I see it on. I wish I could see it lit up, Terry. Playing like turtles out here.
I do like the addition of the shot clock. One, it gets the game faster paced, higher scoring, as well as prepares these guys that are going to play at the collegiate level. There is a shot clock at the collegiate level.
Exactly.
Yet again, the Wolverines have not been doing much on this offensive set. They've kind of just been dribbling the ball, waiting around.
They've chewed 2 minutes here. Blocked by Bolte. Chris Bolte goes up and grabs that
Unbelievable.
one. And in goes Amir Tucker.
Another block. Intercepted by Bolte.
Good play there.
That looked like Emmett Dowling against Moeller.
Yeah. That's my line.
That's Garrett's line.
That is Garrett's line. Ross's layup is no good. Ball tips off of Duke Ross, they say.
And the St. Ignatius Wolfpack crowd is not happy with that
Wow.
call. Not very happy at all.
Not happy whatsoever. And here comes some more Ignatius students. They're going to start forming a nice little student section down there, Terry.
Yeah, they've been pretty quiet though, Lawrence.
They have been pretty quiet. I'm a big advocate for student sections.
I
I
am
think
too.
that you need it. It helps you. It helps you.
I think it's what makes high school basketball.
Especially we're at a neutral site. Neither team is home. Neither team is away. Both of these teams playing in a new environment for them. Simeon and St. Ignatius both have not played here this year. And there they go, chanting right here. I like to see this. Caden Williams. And I think that this is just going to be the strategy for Simeon now. They have a 10-point lead. They're comfortable. They don't want to go risk it to the backboard. Down goes Caden Williams. Foul going to be called on Duke Ross. I believe that's his third. That's his second. Oh, his first. Hey, no, his second. His second. Shooting 2, Caden Williams led the team in points in the first quarter with 8. Williams makes his. Called free throws for a reason, Terry. You can't afford to have them happen.
I mean, yet again, I really just want to see Chris Bolte start to take over. I like how he's focusing on defense right now, but right now you need to get on the offensive game plan as well.
Still has no points tonight. Terry, we need to see him come alive. Nico Harris. Harris gives it to Caldwell. Caldwell into Bolte. Bolte working. Goes up.
That's what we want to see.
And gets it in, his first. Gives a little shoulder check right there. Never hurt anybody.
You know, Chris Bolte's got to know by now this is going to be a very physical game. He's going to be.
And here they go. Here goes St. Ignatius student section. 5-second violation. This is what St. Ignatius needs right here.
And Coach Flowers is not happy with that call.
Not happy whatsoever.
Giving an earful to Stripes over there.
That's something we've seen a lot from both of these CPL teams.
But you know what? I like it.
I do. I love it. I love it. I think that's what
As long as
you
you're
gotta
respectful about it, that's okay.
Yeah, that's all that matters to me.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Bolte, like I was saying, he's got to know by now this is going to be a very physical game. He's going to be very tired. He's got to push through, find another gear, and go on it.
Harris with the ball. Harris gives it down to Caldwell. Caldwell into Bolte. Bolte wide open in traffic.
Oh, I mean, Bolte is just getting.
Yeah.
He's getting pounded down
He is.
there.
He's getting pounded down here. That's King for the Wolverines. Switches to Chitterow. Good ball movement here out of Simeon. Williams makes quite a move there. Caden Williams has some fantastic handles, Terry, if I do say so myself. Clock winds down. 7. Williams got some time to make a move. Another 5-second violation.
Another 5-second violation for the Wolverines.
St. Ignatius
Two
needs
consecutive turnovers.
They just need to capitalize on this.
Capitalize on turnovers. That's something that you got to stress. You also got to limit your turnovers. I mean, St. Lawrence last night had, I believe, almost 15 or 16 turnovers.
11 turnovers in the first quarter, Terry. In the first half.
First half, yeah. Chris Bolte here. Bolte to the corner.
Caldwell's 3, no good. Clock expires, and Simeon will go into the half as an 11th seed leading the 2 seed by 10 points. Fans, we're going to take you up here to the track before we finish it off. Just talk about what we need to see, Terry.
Obviously, right? Not a terrible game so far. The Wolfpack was down a good amount, 15 points, I believe, at a point, but now they've managed to make it into 10. Something that the Wolfpack needs to do. The Wolverines are shooting the ball tonight, and they're shooting very well tonight. We noticed that. I think they have 4 or 5 3-pointers, which is unbelievable. What the Wolfpack also needs to do is they need to use Chris Bolte. I know he's not used to being outmatched in height, But I believe if they use him and he starts scoring a bunch of points, what is going to happen is the Wolverines are going to start putting more pressure on him, even though they're already putting a ton on him, and that's going to create opportunities for other guys and better looks for other guys.
It's a 10-point game here at Mount Carmel. That's going to do it for our little pre-halftime segment. We're going to go back down to the floor and see you back here in 9 minutes. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Mount Carmel High School. We thank you for sticking with us through that quick little 10-minute halftime. Terry, we got some things to update here for the second half, Terry.
Yeah, I mean, right back to our point, fouls, right? Fouls are a big deal. I believe Simeon has 6 or more players with 1 to 2 fouls. We know that can affect the game in the fourth quarter, late in the fourth quarter, as we saw last night with St. Lawrence, 2 of their guys fouling out. So Simeon has a little bit of a foul problem right now. St. Ignatius has the problem of not being able to get anything going offensively. They've been able to keep the deficit within 10, but other than that, I haven't seen a lot out of them offensively. A lot of inconsistency, a lot of bad shots. Chris Bolte not taking these one-on-one isos that I really want to see him take. I know he's not used to being put up against a very taller lineup. He's not used to that, but I want to see him execute regardless because I know he can.
Caden Williams leads all scorers this game with 10. Number 25 for the Wolfpack, DJ Caldwell, has 7 for them. He's their leading scorer. Fans, we're going to take you right back down to the court. Be right back soon. Quickly back here, it's going to be Simeon basketball as they let some fans pass that are still trickling in.
From the break.
Something was lost on the court, it looks. And now we go, Terry.
Double team right away from St. Ignatius.
That's what I like to see.
This could get interesting.
They're coming out of halftime as a different team. No foul called there. Chris Bolte just denies Kai Lacey's layup attempt. In the corner is Amir Tucker for 3!
And that's how you get things going in offense. You penetrate the inside, leave the outside wide open. Corner 3 for St. Ignatius. That's a good way to start off offensively.
And that's going to get Ignatius' the student section going down there. That I love to see. Simeon's got the cheerleaders. St. Ignatius has the students, and I think the students give a better advantage in this matchup, Terry. Caden Williams trying to calm himself down. Williams kicks it out in the corner. Fakes a three-pointer, no good. Two-pointer, also no good. Chris Bolte on the rebound for the Wolfpack. And just like that, Ignatius travels down court. 3 points from it. They go, Harris!
2 wide open threes for St. Ignatius. That's what you want. Coach Tim Flowers forced to call the timeout there. What I like to see, too, is Chris Bolte is establishing himself inside. That's something he's got to be a dominant force for the Wolfpack inside, grabbing those rebounds and doing everything right to help the Wolfpack win this game. Wolfpack cut this lead down to 4 now.
In just under a minute, 6:59 left to go in the quarter. St. Ignatius cuts their lead from 10 to 4. This is going to be a one-possession game right here. And 1-3. And 1-3. I would love, Terry. I would love to see it. Terry, I would love to see. I would love to see it.
Jeremy Harris right now, our OBS guy, is shaking his head saying it's a 2-possession game.
I would love to see it.
He's not wrong by saying it's a 3-possession game or a 1-possession game, but 3-pointer and ones are very rare, right, Jeremy?
Coach Tim Flowers forced to use a timeout there.
And that's also something that played a factor in the game last night. There was not a lot of timeouts left by the time we got to the late in the fourth quarter.
Not at all. Back down on the court, it'll be Simeon's basketball. I mean, they just left 2 guys wide open, and 2 of St. Ignatius, not 2 of, the 2 best shooters that St. Ignatius has to offer.
The St. Ignatius parent section and student section are both really into this game now, very hyped. I want to see how the Wolverines are going to respond. Adversity hits, let's see how you respond.
Let's see how they respond. Caden Williams takes it up for the Wolverines. Kamari Hamlin trying to get his guys all set up. Williams gives it to Lacey. Lacey to Hamlin. Hamlin back to Lacey. That's Isaiah Coleman. Isaiah Coleman, mid-ranger, it goes. Wolverines lead by 8. Nico Harris will take it up. Harris gives it low to Chitterow. Chitterow looking to find a cutter. He finds Tucker. Tucker down to Bolte. Bolte in the paint, working on a big man down there. Chris Bolte just getting heavily guarded by Isaiah Coleman. Wolfpack got to retreat. Nico Harris again. Harris back to Tucker. Amir! Tucker from 3!
Unbelievable. The Wolfpack came out of the second half 3 consecutive threes on 3 possessions. Unbelievable. Great way to start your second half.
Come out, bang 2 threes, Terry. It's barbecue chicken from there.
Barbecue chicken.
And this place is rocking. This is what I love to see. Caden Williams to Coleman. Coleman from 3, just off the mark. And this could be it right here, Terry. The ball is in the hands of Amir Tucker. Tucker gives it to Chitterow. Chitterow looking to make something happen, gets a screen. Chitterow will go in. No foul called there. Chitterow took a hard fall, hope he's okay.
Yeah, very physical game on both sides of the
ball. Yeah, this is what I like to see, and the refs are letting them play.
The refs are letting them play. Game.
I think maybe not that physical should be let play, but physicality is always a good thing. Here comes a three-pointer from Caden Williams, no good. Williams will just retreat.
Coach Flowers getting his set in.
Give it back to Lacey. Lacey still. Lacey to Williams. Williams to Coleman. Coleman looking for something. Coleman will go and find a wide open man in Jamal Dixon. And Jamal Dixon was just wide open in the paint. Terry, that's not something you can have happen.
Jamal Dixon set a fake screen, popped right to the basket, wide open. That's a really good play.
Not something you can let happen. Chris Bolte for the Wolfpack. Bolte looking, goes outside, forced to go in. Bolte out to Chitterow. Chitterow fakes it. Chitterow out to Bolte. Bolte looking for someone. He'll give it to Chitterow. Chris Chitterow!
Unbelievable by the Wolfpack. 4 3-pointers in the second half.
Threes. St. Ignatius has just kicked this one wide open. And I think that was the message from Coach. Don't be afraid to shoot the basketball. As I said, Terry, earlier in the game, St. Ignatius is the better shooters. That's where they're going to win this game from. They're going to win this game from beyond the arc. And one!
Unbelievable.
Wow. Wow, at the line is Ki Lacey to complete the three-point play. And Simeon is holding on for dear life. That is going to be Duke Ross's 3rd foul of the game, Terry. He misses it.
Can't get it to convert.
Simeon is just barely clawing on right here. Amir Tucker. Tucker in low for Bolte. Chris Bolte finishes it off, and that is the lowest lead of the game for Simeon. It's only a 2-point lead here at Mount Carmel. For those of you just joining us, we got a good one on our hands. Chris Chitterow just locking up Caden Williams. Williams, wide open 3 from Coleman. Isaiah Coleman, no good. On the rebound is the Wolverines again. Coleman going to get a second chance. Ball knocks out. Duke Ross. Possession still going to be Ignatius, though. Jump ball, possession, timeout, St. Ignatius.
Timeout. I thought there was going to be a foul call there.
Yeah.
Because he was reaching over back of him.
St. Ignatius will keep the basketball. And once again, for those of you who are just joining us here on YouTube, we thank you for joining us. My name is Rocco Lopez, joined alongside Terrence Doherty. We're seniors here at Mount Carmel streaming this game for you live. We thank you for welcoming us into your home, and as always, you are always welcome into ours. Fans, we'll be back in just a second after this 30-second timeout from Simeon. Don't go anywhere. Back out of the break here, Terry.
You know, Rocco, something I'm noticing. In the past 4 minutes, the Wolfpack has managed to score 14 points, 4 of those coming away by 3-pointers. This is an unbelievable. St. Ignatius Wolfpack has all the momentum right now. I'm hoping they can get a lead and have the lead for the first time ever in the game.
Chitterow gives it to Bolte. Bolte down low, loses it, picks it back up. It's Amir Tucker. Amir Tucker at the volleyball line. Tucker gonna go in. Tucker looking for something, anything. Foul called.
Like I said, the Wolverines have a little bit of foul trouble going on right now. A lot of guys are fouling.
Basketball will be given to St. Ignatius on the baseline. No shooting foul there. Harris looking for something. Harris to Duke Ross. Duke Ross gives it to Bolte. Bolte tips it to Tucker. Tucker looking for something. In the corner is Harris, Nico Harris. That's his spot right there, Terry, in the corner. Nico Harris out to Chris Bolte. Bolte! Oh, almost takes the lead right there. That would have been insane from Chris Bolte. Caden Williams. Williams for the Wolfpack. Or for the Wolverines.
Wolverines, yeah.
We got some fun names here, Terry. The Wolfpack and the Wolverines. That's Williams. Williams looking. 2 minutes, 5 seconds. Williams, long range three, no good. And Duke Ross will grab it.
You know, the Wolverines are not shooting very well from the three-pointer in this second half.
Not at all, Terry. There's Nico Harris. Harris to Bolte. Now Tucker. Tucker from three! No good. So close there. On the rebound is Chris Chittero, and Chris Chittero almost ties it up, but he doesn't. Ball grabbed by the Wolverines. Wow, they got lucky there. It's a charge! Wow!
Unbelievable, the Wolfpack.
The Wolfpack have changed the tide completely of this game.
Chris Bolte taking a seat for the first time. Oh, nope, never mind.
Chris Bolte averaging 30 minutes a game here, Terry.
Unbelievable.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
That is Kyron Lacey's third foul.
And Amir Tucker ties it! Wow! Just out of nowhere.
Tie game.
Fans, we lost our camera here. One of the best parts of the game.
Little radio
in the
action.
corner is
Jamal Dixon.
Jalen Hutchinson in the corner.
Oh, Jalen Hutchinson.
Wow. Camera comes back. We just missed that one. Bolte, ball stolen.
Foul on Bolte there.
Foul. That'll be his first.
That's not a bad foul by Bolte.
Not at all.
There.
I like that.
Stops him in transition. Doesn't let him get an easy bucket.
I like that. St. Ignatius able to tie it up, but can't take the lead. That was on the three was Caden Williams for the Wolverines.
St. Ignatius this second half is bringing the intensity, bringing the pressure, and that's a turnover.
Wow.
Wolfpack ball. Unbelievable.
Unreal.
St. Ignatius brought the intensity so far in this third quarter, bringing the intensity, bringing the momentum that they need.
Yeah, they have been. Chittero gives it to Harris. Harris working on King. Clock winds down, under 45 to play. St. Ignatius 16 points in this quarter. This quarter has flown by, Terry.
Yes.
Harris still looking. 30 seconds remain. Ball stolen by the Wolverines, and in comes Jalen Hutchinson, who goes up. Ball tips off of Harris, they'll say. Clock will stop. Back in will come Caden Williams. Caden Williams needed a little break. He's been playing his heart out this game. Williams with 14 in this game, with 13 in this game, I apologize. Kamari Hamlin air balls, but right there to grab it is Jaden King. It's a 5-point lead for the Wolverines.
I think Nico Harris is going to take a shot here.
For sure. Harris to Bolte. Bolte gonna have to pump it. Chris Bolte just barely misses it off the back of the rim. And that will do it for one of the most insane quarters of basketball we've seen at Mount Carmel this year. Fans, do not go anywhere yet because it's a 5-point game here at Mount Carmel. We'll be back in just about a minute. out of that break. It's going to be the Wolfpack basketball to start the quarter. Chris Chittero will inbound.
You know, Rocco, something I want to mention. The Wolfpack has got to get tied or got to get up now. You know how it is playing catch-up in the fourth quarter. You do not want that to be in that situation in the fourth quarter.
St. Ignatius is a fourth quarter team, though. That's something that I have noticed. Chittero now. Chittero over to Ross. Ross looking. Ross gives it to Tucker. Tucker in a double team. Slips out of it. Tucker steps back. Goes in now. Gives it in the corner is Chittero. Chittero looking. Chittero drives in himself. Won't get it to go, though.
Good move by Chittero. You just got to convert. You got to finish.
Fantastic right there. Caden Williams. Williams gives it to King. King back to Williams. Williams still keeps it. Simeon going to chew a lot of clock here, Terry. That's Kamari Hamlin.
Yeah, St. Ignatius has got to apply the pressure. They got to put pressure on Simeon.
I'd like to see some double teams here. Jaden King. King goes in, gives it low. That's Coleman. Coleman behind the back, no good. Foul called on Chris Bolte. I believe that's his second.
Yes. St. Ignatius coach not happy with that one. Matt Monroe.
Not too happy.
He's complaining, saying you got to call it both ways. If you're going to call it, you got to call it both ways, and that's a respectable argument.
That'll be Bolte's second. Isaiah Coleman will shoot two. Coleman's first, no good. That's a break right there from St. Ignatius. They're called free throws for a reason, Terry. We stress that a lot.
Yeah, Coach Monroe still having a conversation with the ref down below. I mean, he just wants it called both ways, and you got to respect that.
For those of you just joining us, we got quite the game here at St. Ignatius.
At Mount Carmel.
At Mount Carmel. Oops.
St. Ignatius.
St. Ignatius versus Simeon. It's a 6-point lead for the Wolverines. They led by as many as 16 in the first quarter. In the first half of this game, blocked by Williams. Wow. Caden Williams, what a block.
Yeah, I mean, good move by Nico Harris there. Just he got rejected.
Yeah. Still a lot of basketball left to be played here in this one. Bolte to Harris. Harris looking. Harris will give it to Ross. Duke Ross looking for someone. Finds Bolte in the corner.
Bolte's got room to work.
Lots of room to work. Finds Chittero. Open cutter. Foul called on Kamari Hamlin.
Like I said, even though Bolte's not having his best game offensively right now, he's still a threat, and the Wolverines know that. If you keep giving him the ball, they're going to keep putting more pressure on him, which is going to create more opportunities for other guys.
It's Kamari Hamlin's first. At the line is Chittero. Chittero 66% from the line this year, averaging 6 points a game. Chris Chittero, just no good. Ball tipped off of Duke Ross. Simeon basketball. Caden Williams with it. Williams gives it low in a double team. Wow, that was good defense there by St. Ignatius, Terry. And the double team was Isaiah Coleman, and then just turn it over. Wolfpack, move it low, move it high, or Wolverines, I apologize. These two are easy to get mixed up, aren't they, Terry? And wow, another foul.
Coach Monroe just threw his hands up there.
Yeah, Tucker not too happy with that call. That's his first personal. Wolfpack's second.
You know, something I'm noticing with the Wolverines is that they just go over during free throws and they just talk to their head coach and their assistant coach over there, and they kind of just talk for the entire free throw. They don't even try and rebound if he misses.
No. Lacey misses one. Lacey, his second, is up and bounces in and out. St. Ignatius catches a break. Yeah, one for four.
The past 4 free throws for the Wolverines. Foul called on, I believe, Chris Bolte there with a push-off.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. That was on Isaiah Coleman.
Isaiah Coleman of the Wolverines.
He fouled Chris Bolte.
Harris rebounds, inbounds to Chitterow. Chitterow gives it to Ross. Ross gonna look for something. Back to Harris. Harris goes in for himself. Ooh, almost got the and one there, but gets the foul, and to the line will go Nico Harris.
Isaiah Coleman's got 3 fouls, by the way.
It's not good.
I mean, yeah, we knew at a point. I like how St. Ignatius is keeping attacking the basket. They keep going to the cup every single time, because what's doing is it's creating fouls for Simeon, and they're already in enough foul trouble already.
Harris misses his first. His second is good. It's a four-point game here. Terry, I believe we got as low as, I believe the game was tied. The game was tied at one point. It was 30, I think it was 34, 36, 36.
Yeah.
Simeon just took that lead right back.
Simeon's been going on these hot runs for a couple of minutes and then going cold for a little bit and then coming back. St. Ignatius has not played a very good first half,
Yeah,
and they came out hot the second half.
They have to do the same here. Lacey.
Intercepted by Bolte.
Intercepted by Bolte. Chris Bolte. What a play right there. And here come the Wolfpack back on attack. Nico Harris. Harris, a three-point shooter. Chooses to go in for two. Nico Harris goes over 6'6" Isaiah Coleman.
Isaiah Coleman's got 3 fouls. He knows if he gets another one, he's going to be forced to sit for a little bit.
That's not good
He's
right
playing
there.
careful, so Nico Harris took advantage of that.
Not good at all. Caden Williams. Williams gives it to King. Here comes Mount Carmel.
It's getting rowdy.
Yeah, here comes Mount Carmel coming alive. This gym is getting alive. The Mount Carmel gym is getting alive. Our producer didn't understand what I was going for right there. Isaiah Coleman. Coleman gives it. That's Lacey. Lacey works in. Lacey kicks out. In the corner is King. King back to Williams. Williams going to go in, take a two-point shot for his own. Bounces in and out, and the Wolfpack get the rebound, and St. Ignatius could come back right here and right now. Amir Tucker. Tucker to Bolte. Clock winds down, under 4 minutes. Chris Bolte crisscrosses. He'll go in for his own. Chris Bolte ties it up here!
And Chris Bolte is coming by.
Wow, that's what you like to see right there.
Tie game. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in this fourth quarter.
Wow, St. Ignatius' students are coming alive. This is crazy, Terry. In goes Williams. Cow! Wow! Oh, that's a bad break. That is an awful break.
Unbelievable.
Chris Bolte. Amir Tucker!
St. Ignatius for the first time.
Wow!
Simeon's going to push it right back down the court.
Timeout called by Coach Flowers. And
This
St.
place is coming alive,
Ignatius
folks.
has the lead here late. 3 minutes, 10 seconds remain, and wow, do you believe it? In a game that was sure almost over, Simeon led by 18 points in the first half and now trail by 3. St. Ignatius kicked the door open, 4 back-to-back threes to start off, went cold for a little bit, and just completely came back and set this place on fire. Fans, when we come back, the score, St. Ignatius with their first lead of the game, 45-42, and we're back.
Fans, if you're just joining us, we've got a good one here tonight. The Wolfpack, for the first time in the entire game, take the lead over the Wolverines 45-42 with 3 minutes and 9 seconds left in this fourth quarter. St. Ignatius played the worst first half they possibly could, came back the second half, kicked the door wide open, played catch-up, and now they have the lead.
St. Ignatius, led by Amir Tucker, the sophomore, just came back and kicked the door open.
I know we're talking a lot about Ignatius' comeback, but the Wolfpack, still got to remember, the Wolverines are a very good team. They can still make something happen here.
Yeah, Terry, like I said earlier, it's going to be a game that St. Ignatius wins beyond the arc, and there goes Kamari Hamlin, no good. Chris Chittero grabs the rebound. Chittero going to slow down. Coach Flowers saying, hey, don't foul. There's a lot of time left. It's a one-possession game, 2 minutes and 30 seconds remain. As I was saying, Terry, Simeon winning the battle inside the arc. St. Ignatius winning the battle outside the arc. St. Ignatius is a big three-point shooting team. Simeon a big height-wise team in general. Amir Tucker kicks it out to Ross. Ross back to Chittero. Chittero, clock winds down under 2:15. Chittero gives it to Tucker. Tucker looking for something to happen. Tucker back to Harris. I want Amir Tucker to shoot this basketball right here. Wow. Amir Tucker, what a game out of him. And he's fouled.
Timeout called before.
Timeout called by St. Ignatius. They're going to take a 30.
Rocco, something I want to mention here really quickly. The Simeon Wolverines were shooting the ball very, very well in the first half from beyond the three-point arc. Now it's turned over to where the St. Ignatius Wolfpack has been shooting the ball much better in the second half of play, where they're making a lot more threes. So the game is completely flip-flopped in the sense of offensively. The Wolverines were doing better from the three-point arc than the St. Ignatius Wolves were, and now in this second half, it's flip-flopped.
Yeah, Amir Tucker, Terry, with 4 threes. He had 1 point, or he only had 1 basket in the first half of this game, then came alive with 11 points so far in the second half. There's 2 minutes left to go in this game, fans. Don't go anywhere. Grab your popcorn, sit down, because this one is getting intense. Fans, we'll be right back. Back here out of the break. There's a full timeout for St. Ignatius. Chris Chittero's got to inbound the ball quickly. Gives it to Nico Harris. Clock winds down, under 2 minutes now. This is March basketball, Terry. Oh, hard fall from Nico Harris.
That looks like that hurt. I hope he's okay.
That was his left elbow. Hope he's good. Harris just goes down hard.
Yeah. That is Jaden King's 3rd foul, Rocco, and the team's 4th in this quarter. Like we said, like we saw last night, we've been stressing this all night, ladies and gentlemen, fouls are huge, especially late in the game. If you best players cannot play because they're in foul trouble or cannot play to the best of their ability because they're in foul trouble and they're being more cautious, that is something that will hurt you later in the game.
Yeah, Kean Lacey, Isaiah King,
and
or Jaden King,
makes 2.
and Isaiah Coleman, all with 3 fouls here tonight.
5-point lead for the Wolfpack.
Wolfpack, wow. Losing by 18 at one point. And Simeon has just fallen apart here. Good move there by Hamlin. Hamlin.
Bucket counts and 1.
Wow. They'll count it.
And the St. Ignatius parent section is not happy with that call. Not happy with that call at all.
Kamari Hamlin, this game is 1 possession now. Wow. That's Nico Harris's first. And Kamari Hamlin will
converts
just
the
sink
three-point
it.
play.
Nico Harris will take it up. I'd like to see St. Ignatius chew this clock down to under a minute to go. Nico Harris. Harris will go up.
And another
foul, and that is going to be Jaden King. That's his 4th. Wow. Or no, they'll say that foul is going to be called on Jalen Hutchinson, his 1st, team's 5th. Fan St. Ignatius is now in the bonus. Shooting 2 will be Nico Harris. Harris, his 1st goes.
Still a 1-possession game. Hutchinson will take a seat.
Simeon
I said
needs something.
Jaden King will check back in.
I want to see Jamal Dixon come back in, Terry. 6'7" out of him, one of their starters. Haven't seen him a lot this game, Terry. He's on the end of the bench. You don't like to see that.
No. It's 1-possession game.
Wow, 1-possession game here. Wow, Terry, we got a good one on our hands. Kamari Hamlin goes in, loses it, and recovers. Kicks it back out.
You know, I think Kamari Hamlin's going to take an ISO one-on-one. He's a very good player, and he likes those one-on-one situations when he gets himself in them.
That's Kai Lacey. Lacey goes up. Lacey gets it to go. St. Ignatius just gonna, Coach Flowers wants this full court press. His players can't hear him. And Amir Tucker with 45 seconds. They're saying, hey, foul him. Foul him. Stop the clock. We need the ball back. He's just going to dribble around them,
Yeah,
Terry.
I mean, honestly, you got to do
something.
Timeout.
Timeout from Coach Monroe. And that's a smart play right there. Coach Monroe has 2 timeouts to play with. And wow.
Yeah, I don't know what the miscommunication was there. I mean, Coach Flowers looked like he wanted to call something there, and no one was listening.
What a game it has been.
I mean,
here.
they just let him dribble out. 15 seconds of clock, and that's huge.
It.
That's a shot or two
that's
right there.
That's insane. That is insane. 32 seconds remain. It's a 1-point game here at Mount Carmel. Fans, don't go in it because when we're back, we got all the action here. Coming out of this timeout, it'll be, I believe, St. Ignatius' basketball right at their bench.
.32 seconds left in this game. Wolfpack ball. The Wolfpack is in the bonus.
What a game it has been, Terry. Duke Ross has it. Ross just falls into a triple team. Ball hits out. They're going to say off of Simeon. Wow, and Simeon, who caught breaks this entire game, when they need it the most, they won't get it.
Bodies on the floor.
Wow, 25 seconds. Wow.
I mean, you got a foul right now, no?
They've got the calls this entire game.
Yeah.
They've had the calls this entire game. A trip to the sectional championship is on the line. And Nico Harris steps out!
Unbelievable!
Harris steps out, and Simeon has a chance.
Unbelievable. 1-point game, 22 seconds left to go. The Wolfpack have the lead.
Wow, Terry. Oh my God. This is unreal, and everyone is on their feet.
Roller coaster of emotions.
I believe
a
a timeout will be called by Coach Flowers. No timeout. Wow.
What a roller coaster this game has
been. Now, Terry, what do you do in this situation? I don't even know.
Everyone is getting up on their feet.
Everyone is up on their
feet. This place is going to get loud,
Caden
folks.
Williams has it. Clock winds down 13. In goes! He gets it to go! Isaiah Coleman! Oh, the Wolfpack have 7 seconds. Bolte, he'll get it! Chris Bolte!
Unbelievable! Bolte with the slam!
Chris Bolte!
Unbelievable!
Oh my God!
Chris Bolte! They have a Hail Mary!
Chris!
Unbelievable!
With .3!
This place is exploding right now!
Wow! Oh my God! Chris Bolte! Wow! He'll send the Wolverines home Oh my God! Do you believe it? In a game that was sure over, Simeon led by 18 points, 0.3 seconds to make something happen. Terry, wow.
Let's just talk about what
Oh my God.
Isaiah Coleman goes up, makes a bucket. St. Ignatius wanted a timeout. The refs did not give it to him. Then they proceed to throw a Hail Mary down court to Chris
Oh my
Bolte.
God, and
Chris Bolte comes down with it and then puts a dunk
just
down.
catches it right over.
And folks,
Kamari
this is
Hamlin.
important. They added
2.8
seconds is now on the clock.
So it is not out of reach. Simeon will have one last hurrah. And here they go. The fans from St. Ignatius are going to get held from storming the court should they win this game.
We got all the
Yellow
security out
Jackets.
there.
I see Mr. Tabernacki. I see St. Ignatius as athletic director. He's telling them, hey, stay, this can't happen, because they can be assessed a technical foul if the refs tell them, don't storm the court. The refs have warned them. They can be assessed a technical foul. It'll send Simeon to the line with a chance to go to the sectional championship, Terry.
I also see down there Mr. Layden, Coach Mike, and Mr. Winkler.
Wow.
All those guys from the Fathers Club. Fathers Club, shout out to you guys.
Wow.
You guys do a great job down here.
All right, Terry, here we go. This is it. A trip to the sectional championship is on the line. Inbounding for the Wolfpack, Ki Lacey. Lacey with 2 threes this game, hasn't done much since. Lacey, he'll give it. He's got 2 seconds. Ki Lacey, a chance! No good, and St. Ignatius takes it home. The Wolfpack have taken down the Simeon Wolverines and will head back to Mount Carmel on Friday for a chance to go to UIC in the super sectional game. And do you believe it? Simeon led this game by 18 points. They were sure to win. Simeon came into this game as an 11 seed, almost took down one of the best teams in the state in St. Ignatius. And wow, I cannot believe that just happened. The Wolfpack send a Hail Mary down to Chris Bolte. Oh my God. And we're gonna take you back up here to the track to finish this one out. Terry, I got a little hot. I had to take off the jacket because this has been quite a performance from both teams.
I mean, first off, unbelievable game by both teams. Really exciting. Also, all the fans and parents and students that came out really made the environment tonight, and this was really cool to see. Second off, I mean, this game was unbelievable. St. Ignatius played the worst half I think they've ever played.
Chris Bolte, who didn't have a single point,
their best player
until
didn't have
until 2 minutes left in the half, is the man who takes it home for the Wolfpack. And St. Ignatius fans are going to ride home back to Roosevelt happy tonight, because what just happened?
I mean, yeah, like I was saying, unbelievable game. The Wolfpack went from playing the worst possible basketball in the first half to going on playing the best possible basketball they did in the second half. They came alive, went 4 consecutive threes. Then Chris Bolte came alive. I mean, just a great team effort, unbelievable game. Both these teams played their heart out today. Yeah, it was unbelievable.
Wow. Fans, we will see you back here at Mount Carmel Friday night, 7 p.m. The Condors of Curie, the number 1 seed in this sectional, versus the Wolfpack of St. Ignatius, the number 2 seed in this sectional. Wow. Terry, any final remarks?
No, just an unbelievable game.
Wow.
I'm going to take the Wolfpack to beat the Curie Condors.
If you can make it down here, we'll be happy to have you out. If you can't make it and want to watch from the comfort of your own home, I'm happy to bring it to you here. Shout out to our fantastic crew this game. Myself, Terrence Doherty, Jeremy Harris, John Aiken. On the camera up here, you've been watching most of the night. Danny Moody. Down on the floor, Declan Deering, our moderator, Miss Eleanor Menke. Emmett Deering. Declan Deering.
Declan, if you're watching this,
Emmett.
you're an alum. We love you.
Fantastic job by all of our crew tonight. Fantastic season from the Wolverines. They came into this game as underdogs and almost took the number 2 seeded team down. And what a matchup that was, Terry. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for the Wolfpack of St. Ignatius.
Unbelievable.
That was insane. Fans, that's going to do it here from Mount Carmel tonight. We thank you all so much for joining us. My name is Rocky Lopez, joined alongside my co-host, as always, Terry Doherty. Terry, it's been a pleasure this whole season. I don't think you'll be here Friday.
Unfortunately,
but I was glad to have
Friday.
you out this season. I got to figure out who I'm going to have this Friday. But fans, thank you all so much for tuning in. Have a fantastic night and drive home safely, everyone.